You're not crazy. You're not too sensitive. And you're definitely not imagining things. If something feels off in the way she talks to you, the way she responds or doesn't respond to your texts, or the way she's suddenly too busy all the time, it's not a glitch. It's a signal, a silent blinking red light warning you. This woman is not invested in you, not emotionally, not mentally, not romantically. And the longer you ignore the signs, the deeper you sink into a pit of self doubt, confusion, and heartbreak. So, let's get one thing straight from the beginning. Not every woman deserves your loyalty, your consistency, or your time. It's time to recognize the patterns and protect your peace. This isn't just about avoiding heartbreak, it's about reclaiming your power. Because when you stop chasing the wrong woman, the right one finally has space to appear. Let's dive into the 10 signs that tell you exactly when to walk away. And if any of these hit too close to home, don't ignore them. Consider this your final wake up call. Number one, she takes forever to reply and you make excuses for it. Let's be honest, in 2025, people are glued to their phones. From endless notifications to doom scrolling on Instagram, most of us check our phones more times per day than we care to admit. So, when she doesn't reply to your message for 6 hours, 12 hours, or even a full day, and you're still holding on to hope, it's time to reassess. She saw the message. She just didn't feel like responding. Now, yes, people get busy. We all have off days. But if you consistently notice that your messages are being left unread or blue ticked with no follow up, especially when you're checking in, asking thoughtful questions, or showing genuine interest, then the writing is on the wall. Here's a rule of thumb that works almost every time. If a woman hasn't gotten back to you within 24 hours, she's either not interested or you're very low on her priority list. Neither is a good look, because when a woman truly wants you in her life, she looks for any excuse to talk to you, even if it's just to say, "Hey, I'll reply later. I'm swamped right now." Don't romanticize neglect. You're not an inconvenience. You're not just another unread message. You're a man, and a woman who's genuinely into you will act like it. Number two, she keeps canceling plans, but always has time for others. Here's the thing, women make time for who they want to see. Period. If you've made plans with her multiple times and she's constantly canceling, especially with last minute excuses, then you're not a priority. You're a backup plan, a safety net in case a real plans fall through. And no, I'm not talking about genuine emergencies or one-off cancellations. I'm talking about a pattern, a rhythm of flakiness that leaves you waiting, wondering and feeling more confused than excited. One week she's got a headache, the next week work came up. The week after that is sorry I forgot. But watch her Instagram story and you'll see her out for drinks, smiling ear to ear with her girls, or maybe even another guy. That's your confirmation. A woman who wants to see you will find a way. A woman who doesn't, she'll give you reasons, excuses, and last minute bailouts. Remember, someone who keeps canceling on you is showing you they don't value your time. So stop offering it. Number three, she introduces you as a friend. Things have been going well, at least from your perspective. You've gone on a few dates, maybe even shared a couple of late night conversations. You're starting to imagine a future, and then it happens. You meet her friends. She says, "This is my friend." Friend, not the guy I've been seeing, not someone special, not even your name with a little smile, just friend. That word is harder than you expected, and in that moment, everything you've been hoping for collapses into confusion. But here's the truth. She meant what she said. If a woman calls you a friend in front of others, that's how she sees you. It's not a test. It's not her being shy. It's not because she's waiting for the right moment to confess how she really feels. That was the moment. Women are intentional about labels. If she wanted her friends to know you mattered, she'd make it known. If she's keeping you in the friend zone publicly, then privately, she's already made up her mind. Stop trying to decode signals that are already loud and clear. You deserve to be claimed, not hidden behind vague titles and passive-aggressive distance. Number 4, she tells you she's not ready for a relationship. Trust her. Let's be brutally honest. When a woman says, "I'm not ready for a relationship," what she's really saying is, "I'm not ready for a relationship with you." It hurts, but it's the truth. Because when she meets someone who genuinely captivates her, who makes her feel desired, and emotionally alive, she'll make room for that person regardless of how not ready she thought she was. When a woman is into you, she doesn't need time to figure it out. Her instincts speak before logic kicks in. But when she's lukewarm, when she's unsure, or when she's just using you for attention, she'll use phrases like, "Let's just see where this goes," or "I need to work on myself right now." Translation: you're a placeholder. Stop treating her indecision like a puzzle you need to solve. Take her words at face value and move on. A woman who's truly ready for love won't ask you to sit in the waiting room while she figures things out. She'll open the door and invite you in. Number 5, you're always the one reaching out. That's not balanced. That's begging. Scroll through your chat history with her. Who starts the conversations? Who checks in? Who initiates the calls, the texts, the good morning messages? If it's always you, and it's been that way for weeks or months, you're not in a relationship. You're managing a fantasy. Healthy connection requires mutual effort. If a woman never initiates, she's either emotionally unavailable, playing hard to get to the point of manipulation, or simply not that interested. Yes, some women want a man to lead. Yes, some are shy or reserved. But when a woman truly wants to talk to you, she'll find a way. Even a quick emoji or a voice note just to say, "Thinking of you" means everything. But silence, that's not mystery. That's avoidance. Pull back, watch what happens. If she doesn't notice your absence, that tells you everything you need to know. Number 6, when you try to escalate emotionally, she goes cold or laughs it off. You tell her she looks beautiful, and she shrugs it off with an awkward laugh. You open up about how you're starting to really feel something for her, and she says, "Ah, that's sweet." Then quickly changes the subject. You try to take the conversation to a deeper level, and she suddenly seems distracted, vague, or emotionally unavailable. That's not a coincidence. That's a block. Some women are afraid of confrontation. So instead of telling you they're not interested, they deflect your advances with humor, sarcasm, or silence. It's easier to make you feel silly for caring than to directly reject you. But you've got to read between the lines. When a woman genuinely likes you, your vulnerability draws her in. She responds with warmth, curiosity, or matching emotional energy. But when you escalate and she shuts down, that's not just a mismatch. It's a sign that she's emotionally detached or never attached at all. You're not crazy for wanting connection, but you will go crazy trying to force it where it doesn't exist. Number 7, you get blue ticked, and that's the end of the conversation. This one's brutal because it's silent. You send her a message, maybe a thoughtful one, maybe something flirty, or even just a simple check-in, and she reads it, and then nothing. You sit there wondering, did she get busy? Did she not know how to respond? Is she waiting for the right moment to reply? Number, she just doesn't want to. And the worst part, she knows that you're watching that little scene status. She knows what it feels like to be ignored, but she still chooses not to reply. That's not just disinterest, it's passive disrespect. Now listen, everyone gets busy. Sometimes we read messages and genuinely forget to respond. But when it becomes a pattern when days go by and she still hasn't said a word, it's no longer accidental. It's deliberate silence. It's a power play. And here's what it teaches her. She can give you crumbs and you'll still come crawling back. Don't let someone train you to accept neglect. Silence is a message. Read it loud and clear. Number 8, her body language says it all. You don't need her to say, "I'm not into you." You just need to pay attention. Watch how she positions herself when you're together. Is her body turned toward you or away from you? When you speak, does she maintain eye contact or is she scrolling through her phone, responding to messages from other guys while pretending to listen? Does she lean in when you talk or lean out? Does she make any physical contact, light touches, playful bumps, even just brushing shoulders? Or does she keep a calculated distance? These things matter because the body doesn't lie. Even when the words are polite, even when she says, "You're sweet," or "You're such a great guy," her body language will tell you how she really feels. If she's yawning, checking out mentally, or physically pulling away, she's not bored by life. She's bored by you. And listen, that's not always your fault. Chemistry is either there or it's not. But what is your responsibility is recognizing the signs and walking away with your dignity intact. Number 9, she's not interested. And that's okay. Sometimes the hardest pill to swallow is the simplest one. She's just not into you. It doesn't mean you're not attractive, intelligent, funny, or worthy. It just means she doesn't feel that spark with you. And instead of trying to force the connection or win her over, your greatest move is to walk away. You don't have to beg for affection. You don't need to earn love. The right woman will see you and want you as you are without games, without delays, without a need for convincing. It's okay to feel disappointed, but don't stay stuck trying to prove your worth to someone who already made up their mind. Her lack of interest is not your failure. It's her preference. The faster you accept it, the faster you free yourself to find someone who sees your value the moment you walk in the room. Number 10, find the one who doesn't make you question everything. Now, let's flip the script. What does it look like when a woman is interested? She texts back without hesitation. She smiles when your name pops up on her screen. She asks questions about your day. She makes plans and sticks to them. She compliments you. She touches you. She remembers the little things. She makes you feel like a man, not an option. When a woman is into you, you'll know it. You won't have to decode mixed signals or send double texts or wonder what you did wrong. Her energy will match yours. Her effort will feel effortless. And most importantly, you'll feel secure. No mind games, no hot and cold behavior, just clarity, peace, mutual interest, and that's what you deserve. So, if your woman does any of the things we've talked about in this video, if she makes you feel confused, unwanted, or like you're constantly chasing after scraps of attention, leave. Not out of spite, not to make her chase you, but because your time, your energy, your love, they're too valuable to waste. In summary, read the signs and reclaim your power. Let's recap what we've covered. If she takes too long to reply and leaves you wondering why, if she cancels plans over and over again, if she calls you just a friend, if she says she's not ready for a relationship, if you're the only one initiating contact, if she laughs off your attempts to escalate, if she reads your messages and never replies, if her body language screams disinterest, if she doesn't make you feel wanted, if everything feels like a guessing game, leave. Because the right woman won't treat you like a burden. She'll treat you like a blessing. And the moment you stop chasing the wrong person, you open the door to the one who's been searching for you too. So to every man watching this, remember who you are. Stop begging for basic attention. Stop ignoring the obvious. Stop falling for women who treat you like an afterthought. Walk away. Not because you're weak, but because you're finally strong enough to stop settling. If you found this video helpful, go ahead and like it. Comment below and let me know how many of these signs you've seen before. And if you want more content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes the most powerful move isn't chasing, it's walking.